This is Bill McCready for Futures Trading Secrets. I'd like to talk to you today a little bit about using candlesticks on the daily chart to give you an idea of where the market might go that day. And I see a lot of little red arrows here. The first one on the far left, there was a doji, and I would need to talk to you a little bit about candlestick signals. I may put out a more complete mini course on this later, but when you get a doji, it tells you a tremendous amount of things have happened. When the price has gone up very highly, and then it opens and closes at exactly the same price. This takes a tremendous amount of energy in a tug of war between the bulls going up and the bears going down. Once you see that, you can pretty much agree that the uptrend is stopping or running out of gas. You'll see over the next 3 or 4 days, it pretty much stays right around this N number. Now with our template, since these arrows print automatically, representing support and resistance and basically the previous trend, you've got a second signal, you've got a third signal on our short-term indicator, and then you'll see that the moving averages, blue and red, are still going up, and the intermediate momentum is still going up. But you should take heed of this, so whenever you have a tail like that, you'll look almost always for a reversal. Now the market used to go up 4 or 5 days and down 3 or 4. Now it tends to be going up 10 to 15 days at a time and down 7 to 10 days at a time when it's in an uptrend. The other thing you notice is you get a tail down with an arrow at the change of the color when the market is going to turn back up. And if you're familiar with candlestick protocol, this is called a bullish harami, this big green bar. And if you get that the next day, you can pretty much guess or be guaranteed that the market's going to go up for 4 or 5 days. And here it continually does that, closing higher, 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 higher every day. You get a little doji here, or a spinning top, but you get no arrow. The next thing you do is you get a gap up, another doji. This is a good indication that the trend is ending. So if you were in long on a long-term option on the OEX, you should have at least gotten out, possibly here, maybe here. This is a risky secondary trade. But then at the top again, we have a doji, which is basically called a shooting star because the base is down lower than the peak is much higher. Get out, and you get the secondary signal right here. Tells you should be going short, so you set up for a short and down you go. Now you get this very long body doji here, but you get the color change and you get the arrow and you get 4 or 5 different smaller Pesavento patterns here. It tells you to look for the next day to be an up day, and here's an up day with what's called a hanging man up day, a great long-term entry. And it's almost a what I want to call it, because we're using days there are no gaps, but it's almost a gap up. Again, get in, get in, get in, stay in, get a doji, tells you the market is about to turn. It turned the next day with a tail up, then down, then today is just kind of a profit-taking move. It hasn't decided to continue going down, but you can maybe see how well these candlestick patterns work. And now if you look at the divergences on the ergodic here, it tells you where the turn is in addition to the candlestick and the other Pesavento pattern here. So you've got a lot of indications of what to do and what to look for on a daily trading basis. This is what I look for every morning when I get up before I trade, to try to figure out what kind of day it's going to be. Now I don't let it prejudice me, but I have this in the back of my mind. I can take a look at it virtually any day. So this is Bill McCready for Futures Trading Secrets. .com. I hope this helps you understand how to read tomorrow's newspaper today.